Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, Negril resident charged following gun and ammunition seizure. A Westmoreland man has been charged after he was arrested in connection with a gun and ammunition seizure in the West End community of the parish on Tuesday. He is 36-year-old Jeff Morris of West End, Negril. He has been charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. The police say about 5:30 a.m. they carried out an operation during which a 9mm pistol and 10 cartridges were seized. Morris was arrested and subsequently charged. PNP supporters welcome Isaac Buchanan to East Portland. A day after the People's National Party announced that attorney Isaac Buchanan will be its standard-bearer for East Portland in the next parliamentary election, party faithfuls gathered in Port Antonio to welcome their new representative. On Wednesday, a small but energized group of PNP supporters converged in the vicinity of the ruins of the Musgrave Market to meet up with Buchanan, who is expected to face off with the incumbent Anne-Marie Vaz of the Jamaica Labour Party. When Buchanan arrived, he was greeted with shouts of "Buchanan, a time come," as supporters blocked the streets in the vicinity of the cenotaph in a bid to get close to him. Buchanan, who is entering representational politics for the first time, said he does not view the task ahead as a challenge, as he was called by the people to serve. "I am enjoying the moment so far, and I am grateful and honored that the people are welcoming me in the way that I never expect," said Buchanan. "They will not get disappointment. They will expect somebody who will show up. They will expect somebody who will act. They will expect somebody who will listen. And they will expect somebody who will elevate. That is what I represent: rehabilitation, evaluation, and the possibilities are endless," he added. Buchanan said he is very confident and is looking forward to the parliamentary election, which is constitutionally due next year. The PNP is seeking to wrest the seat from Vaz, who claimed it by defeating firebrand politician Damian Crawford in a hotly contested by-election in 2019. 1 year later, Vaz cemented her grip on the constituency in the 2020 parliamentary election, trouncing Bishop Purcell Jackson by a margin of 1,903 votes. Police seeking to locate witnesses for case in Clarendon Circuit Court. Detectives from the Clarendon Police Division are seeking the public's assistance to locate 3 witnesses who are vital to a case that is before the Clarendon Circuit Court. The witnesses are Courtney Robinson of Sevens Heights, Clarendon, Marlon Wright, Nicola Stewart, also known as Cathy, of Bryan's Crescent, Maypen, Clarendon. These individuals are scheduled to appear before the court on Friday, October 4. Courtney Robinson, Marlon Wright, and Nicola Stewart, or anyone knowing their whereabouts, are being asked to contact the Maypen police at 986-2208, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Fire got OTB location in Mandeville. An off-track betting location was damaged by fire in Mandeville, Manchester on Wednesday morning. A preliminary report from the Jamaica Fire Brigade confirmed that the firefighters received a call at 1:50 a.m. in response to the blaze at the OTB store on the 2nd floor of the Big Ben building on Manchester Road, adjacent to its intersection with Caledonia Road, Ward Avenue, and Perth Road. The fire gutted the top floor of the building, burning through a significant portion of the structure. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined, as fire investigators are still probing the incident. PASOJ fears a damaging impact of U.S. dock workers' strike. Mitri Siaga, president of the private sector organization of Jamaica, has expressed a concern that the current strike action taken by dock workers on the U.S. East and the Gulf Coast could have a ripple effect on the Jamaican economy. At least 25,000 workers, represented by the International Longshoremen's Association, walked off the job on Tuesday after talks for a new contract for higher wages failed. Mr. Siaga said he was closely monitoring the issue, fearing it could have a significant impact on the flow of goods to Jamaica depending on the length of the strike. It is going to have an impact on ports. It's a matter of how much impact it's going to have, he acknowledged, but noted that it is not yet affecting the port of Miami, where a lot of goods are transshipped through. With the estimated impact of the strike on the U.S. economy being put at $4.5 billion per day, he said that could translate to us in Jamaica very quickly, if not solved sooner than later. 3 prep school students among 5 injured in St. Elizabeth crash. 3 prep school students were among 5 people injured on Wednesday morning during a 3-vehicle collision along the Longwood Main Road in Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. It's reported that about 7:30 a.m., the driver of a Honda motorcar was in the process of overtaking a line of traffic when he crashed into a Toyota Corolla motor vehicle transporting the students. The 3rd vehicle crashed into a wall after the driver reportedly tried to avoid a collision with the other 2 vehicles. The driver of the Honda sustained injuries and was taken into custody by the police. The driver of the Toyota Corolla was also injured. An eyewitness told the news that one of the students was knocked unconscious in the mishap.
I said, I come on the spot, come see Chini, pick me lie down and I wet up one of them with water and take him and put him in a taxi to go to hospital. Couldn't do more than that. So how many of them gone to hospital? 3 of them.
Clerks at the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court stage a sick-out. Clerks at the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court are on day 2 of a sick-out to press for better working conditions. The clerks who first took action on Tuesday say poor air quality is among the issues of contention which had forced them out of their original office in 2023. But the Court Administration Division told the news on Wednesday morning that it has been working to address the concerns of the clerks. Acting Director, Client Services, Communication and Information, Nordia Francis Williams, says 2 areas were selected within the court for the clerks to work. She says the designated clerk's office, which accommodates 8 desks and chairs, is being configured for them to occupy by Thursday. Man pleads guilty after selling stolen TV. A man pleaded guilty to the charge of receiving stolen property when he appeared before the St. Catherine Parish Court in Linstead today. Adam Fong was originally charged with housebreaking and larceny, but pleaded guilty to the lesser charge. Attorney-at-law Stephen Jackson told the Senior Parish Court Judge Yvette Wentworth Miller that his client takes responsibility for receiving a stolen television set. Fong is to be sentenced on November 14. Reports are that in March, the complainant's house in Guys Hill was broken into and the 35-inch television set was stolen. The police received information from someone who bought the TV from Fong, which led to his arrest. Bail extended for men accused of collecting bribes on behalf of cops. 2 men accused of attempting to collect $300,000 on behalf of policemen who had allegedly solicited the sum as a bribe are to return to the St. Catherine Parish Court on November 22. They will remain on bail until then. 27-year-old Orlando Brown and the 35-year-old Oral Francis are charged with aiding and abetting and attempting to corruptly collect cash. When the case was mentioned on Tuesday, Parish Court Judge Janelle Nelson Gale told the investigators that the implicated policemen also needed to be charged for a successful prosecution to be mounted against the men. In court on Tuesday, it was revealed that on September 13, the complainant was at home when a police team conducted a search of the premises. The police reportedly confiscated a phone which allegedly contained evidence of breaches of the Cybercrimes Act. The complainant was taken into custody by the police. He was allegedly informed by the policemen that if the case went to court, he could be fined up to $1.5 million, but he could do something to not be prosecuted. The court heard that the complainant was released and was instructed that someone would collect $300,000 from him at an agreed time. The man made a report to the authorities and the Inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau was contacted. A sting operation was set up and Brown and Francis were allegedly held, attempting to collect the money from the complainant. Both men were later charged. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.